In this video, we will show you how to replace your throttle body assembly on this Ford Explorer. This will be mounted to your engine. Let's get into it. Let's disconnect our mass airflow sensor. Underneath this area, you're going to find that you have a small red locking tab. We'll use an angled pick, pry that out of place. Once you've done that, you can use your index finger, squeeze on the little locking tab under here, and separate this. Give it a quick check for corrosion. Assuming that looks good, you can set it aside. Now that we have the mass airflow sensor disconnected, make your way just below it. We're going to dislodge the top area of the air filter housing from the lower aspect. To do that, you'll find that you have two clips holding it in place. Now we can start lifting this up and pulling it towards the center where the engine is. Now we can follow that air inlet tube heading up towards the throttle body. Let's disconnect this hose. To do that, you're going to find that you have a gray locking tab. Go ahead and slide that out of place, and then gently pull the line off of the air inlet tube. Continue up near the throttle body. You're going to find that you have a rubber hose that leads into this area of the air inlet tube. Go ahead and grab onto that, give it a little wiggle. Once you have it up off of there, just give it a quick squeeze. Make sure it is soft and pliable and it's not torn, worn, or damaged in any way. Move along to your 8mm headed clamp. You don't have to remove this clamp, just loosen it enough that you can remove the air inlet. Set this aside. With that out of the way, we have a nice clear view of our throttle body assembly. Continue on to the electrical connector. For this, once again, you have a red locking tab. Use a pick, pull that aside, squeeze the locking tab, and remove the electrical connector. Quick check for corrosion. We can set that aside. With that disconnected, you can start removing your four 8mm headed mounting bolts that hold the throttle body to the air intake. Remove your throttle body assembly. There it is, friends. With that throttle body assembly out of the way, it's time to clean and inspect the mounting gasket. Just give this a quick wipe. Give it a squeeze, make sure it's soft and pliable, and it's not torn, worn, or damaged in any way. If it needs to be replaced, right up along the top, there's a small tab. You can pull this out of place and replace it very easily by pressing it in. This one feels good. Now we can get ready to install our brand new throttle body assembly. Make sure you have it so the electrical connector is facing inboard. We'll get this in place and start in all four of our mounting bolts. Once they're all started, you can snug them up and then torque them to 89 inch-pounds. Continue on to your electrical connector. We'll take this and slide it into place and lock it in with the red locking tab. Once you press it in, listen for a click, give it a tug to make sure that's completely secure. Lock it in with that red tab. One last check. Now we can put in the upper air filter box. You want to pay attention to the 3 mounting tabs on that upper air filter housing and align them with the lower air filter housing. Slide that right in there. Now we can pivot this down. Reach down in here, we'll grab those clips. Make sure they're in the locked position. Move along to where the air inlet connects to the throttle body assembly. We'll press that all the way up. Make sure it's seated perfectly all the way around. Tighten your mounting clamp. Make sure that's nice and tight so no dirty or unmetered air makes its way into your engine. Now we can reconnect our rubber hose along the top of the air inlet. We'll get this line clipped in. Listen for a click, give it a tug, make sure it's secure. Now we can reconnect our mass airflow sensor. Press this in here. Listen for a click. Lock it in with the red locking tab and give it a tug to make sure it's completely secure. Okay friends, we showed you how to install your throttle body assembly on your vehicle. At this point, you can go ahead and close the hood, start the vehicle, make sure it runs without a misfire. Take it for a road test and make sure you don't have a check engine light. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.